Hi fire signs, Aries, Leo and Sagittarius, Ascendant, Sun, Moon, Venus, Rising, and those of you that are cross-watching, and welcome to your Tarot Love Messages. Today we're going to take a look at and see who wants to return to you, who wants to come back into your life, who is it that wants to reconnect with you and possibly reignite a romantic connection. There is going to be a part 2 to this reading, guys. There's going to be an extension reading available, which is going to go into a lot more detail with regards to the messages contained in this reading. And part 2 of the reading is going to be made via the extension link below, which will be included in the show more section below the video. If you're after a personalized tarot reading with myself, please feel free to reach out and inquire. My email address will also be listed just below the video here. Otherwise, guys, this reading is intended for all fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's go ahead and take a look and see who is it that wants to make a comeback into your life here. Okay, bottom of the deck, you have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, I feel like this is someone who has been waiting for a long time to maybe get in contact with you, to maybe hear back from you, or this is someone who's been waiting a long time for a reunion or a reconciliation of some sorts. Okay, so I feel like this is someone who wants to communicate with you, they want to connect with you, but it feels like they've been taking their time in doing so purely because I feel like this is someone who's been giving it a lot of thought. I feel like there is, or there has been a bit of a third party situation between you and this romantic energy. This is someone who may have been attached. Maybe this was someone who was attached to someone else. They may have been committed to someone else in a marital relationship with someone else when the two of you were romantically involved, or maybe you were at that particular point in time committed and attached to someone else when you guys became really involved with one another. So if this is someone who has, had someone else and they didn't choose you, I feel like this is someone who regretted not choosing you, who regretted and who still deeply regrets to this day making the decision to walk away or to cut ties from you, or to not drop that third party situation, that third party act from for you here. This is someone who I feel like, to me, feels like their situation feels like they're torn. They were torn in making a decision between you, who essentially was symbolic of the future and all of the excitement and the possibility that laid ahead, and between the past or the current lover, which was symbolic of, the past relationship and the connection that they built up together, and then the memories and perhaps the life that they've established together. And this person was always torn. It feels like this particular individual was always at war with their head and their heart here. and you leaving you or the situation may have seemed like the logical or the responsible thing to do, but deep down in their heart it's not what they wanted to do, and they made a decision siding with their logic, and I feel like it's a decision that they deeply regret to this day. So this is someone who's been trying to connect with you for such a long time. This is someone who I feel like has been watching you very closely. If you find that this is someone who has recently connected with you or unblocked you on social media platforms, it's very likely that for them this act is a way of trying to connect with you or trying to stay connected, trying to stay close to you. And it's also the first step in them wanting to come back to you. What they're hoping for is a Four of Wands type of situation. They're hoping for a very positive reunion where the two of you can really come back and reconcile your differences, reconcile your past wrongs here, whatever went south between the two of you. This is someone who wants to see you, who wants to reconnect with you. They want to reunite. They want to reestablish that connection that the two of you had and you've built. They want to pick things up where you left off. Now, it may not be that simple, but I feel like this person is really hoping for the best here. To me, it feels like this person wants a second chance with you. Look, they've made the mistakes and they realize that if they could go back in time, and I feel like this is what they've been doing a lot of thinking back on things, and if they could go back in time to a particular situation here, they would do things differently. They would do things very differently. And I feel like this is someone who there's this strong yearning in their energy to come back to you, and you feel like a sense of home to them. You feel like a sense of familiarity. Maybe the two of you had a lot of plans and a lot of visions, and you always spoke about what the future held for the both of you. This is someone who I feel like maybe you were engaged to or you were hoping to get married to, and the two of you spoke about those plans. And I feel like this person really is feeling your absence in their life, and since the two of you have parted and went separate ways, and look, it may have even been years for some of you, it may not have been very recent, but for them, the pain, the hurt, the sting, the burn of all of this rejection, it's still very raw, it's still very recent. So, they're not expecting perfection. They're not expecting that when they do come back, everything is going to go back to normal and how it was. They're hoping for that, but they're not expecting it. They now know what it is that they had to hold on to, and they regret what they let go of, which was you. I feel like there was something else here, and we're going to explore this in the second reading. I feel like there was something else that got in the way of them making their decision, because I feel like their heart wanted to stay with you. I'm also seeing that this person is delaying coming back into your life, and I feel like if this person has already tried to reconnect with you, then it's important for you to know that they wanted to do this a lot sooner than they already have. If you haven't heard from this particular energy just yet, I feel like this person is stalling or delaying making their comeback, okay? They're delaying their communication with you. They're delaying trying to reach out and connect with you here. So it's like there's something here that's stalling them. Or it could be something external, or I feel like it's something that they're doing that's purposely stalling this whole reconnecting and coming back into your life here. And I feel like this person has truly loved you, and because they've truly loved you, I feel like their feelings for you haven't drifted very far, even if it has been years. For some of you, I feel like, because I do feel like there's a third party situation now. A third party situation doesn't have to be a person. It may have, for a lot of you, I do feel like it may have been a third party where it was someone else. There was someone else. It felt like it was a little bit crowded. It was you, them, and someone else. Okay, so for a lot of you, I feel like there was that lover's triangle. But for others of you, it feels like a third party could have been in opposition in the sense that, because I'm picking up travel a lot here. So maybe the two of you were doing long distance, and the notion of being so far apart from each other, so far away from each other, and that whole notion of time difference, maybe that's what drove you apart. But I feel like this is someone who wants to come back and give it another shot. And I feel like it's almost like they're going to try to convince you to do that, although I don't know if it's going to take much convincing on your part here. But I feel like this is someone who has been wishing, okay, they've been wishing for another chance with you. They've been wishing for a reconciliation here. They've been wishing for a chance to cross paths with you, okay, to reconnect with you, to hear back from you, and I feel like this is someone who's always wanted to stay in touch, but they didn't for whatever reason. I'm also getting the message that they're very sorry here that you never got the apology that you deserved. And they understand that it's going to be very hard for you to give this connection a second chance, because they understand that you might have your walls built up so high because of this person here. But they want you to know that the past doesn't define who they are right now. So there's been a lot of changes in their energy. There's been a lot of healing, a lot of transformation. They do carry some emotional pain or trauma in their energy that I'm seeing. And I feel like it's that very pain and trauma that kind of had, for them, got in the way of things, right? I do see a reconciliation though on the cards for you, and we're going to explore that in part 2 of this reading. So when this reconnection or reconciliation will take place, what will the future of this connection be like, and when will this person reach out and connect with you? Okay, it feels like the past may have been a little bit ugly, but I feel like the future looks really beautiful for the two of you if you do decide to give this person a second chance. So we're going to explore all of that in part 2 of this reading, which is going to be made by the extension link below. If you're after a personal tarot reading with myself, please feel free to connect. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for your time, your attention, and your energy. Greatly appreciated. Bye for now.